What's up, everybody? Welcome to Straight No Chase with Jesse Mitchell, your number one podcast coming out of the Carolinas. I am the innovator, the emancipator, the originator, Jesse Mitchell. Today on the show with me once again, I have my man D Dowdy back in the building for another spell coming through. Getting to a little bit of this NBA drama going on. There's a lot of trades and a lot of movage going on.
Yeah, a whole lot of it.
Going on. I see KD didn't jump on out the Phoenix. That's another. People talking about another goal to say another super team. I'm like,
I think
Chris
we
Paul
already
65. What you talking about?
I think we already knew that was gonna happen. And me and you were just talking off the record. I feel like that
Chris Paul is overrated. That's how I feel. But keep going.
I think that a lot of people
I said it.
A lot of people are saying that it was a players thing. I actually think it may be something wrong with the management with Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn. Well, like I said, in Kyrie's post-game interview last night, he said that, you know, he was happy for KD. He get to see him more now, which that was a little weird because they are teammates. How are you not seeing him? But okay, we digress. But then he said that, you know, he's glad he got away from there and he's going to get out of there. So I'm like, well, what are they doing to you guys in Brooklyn?
But what I can't understand is they dealt them off, but they paid a man millions of dollars not to shoot the ball in Ben Simmons. Like, what is his purpose? Once you traded Harden for him, and now he's there, who won him? Nobody don't want him, they say. Nobody wanted him from the get-go.
They did, apparently.
Yeah, they did. I think the case with Brooklyn is they wanted a championship. They wanted a championship so bad, and they thought that they would dominate the West. And unfortunately,
well, Brooklyn's in the East first, though.
Well, they thought they were going to dominate the East. Excuse me, y'all. They thought they were going to dominate the East, but you got Giannis. You got a Giannis, and you got a lot of good talent that's in the East, and it just didn't work out. You got to think they had KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. And
they played 16 games together.
Fumbled the play on that.
They played 16 games together.
Exactly. Harden wanted out first, and then over the summer we heard the drama with KD wanting out, and then he came back and signed, and now we're here with Kyrie, and it's like, I kind of figured that he wouldn't be there long after they forced him to do what he had to do off his posts on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, he's a smart man. He was quiet after that. He came back and just balled.
Yeah.
Got his value up. Everybody say, I'm still a killer. And then boom. All right, yeah, I'm ready to go. Trade me.
Now, I did see something that was crazy, and I know you seen it. Like they were saying, like the Brooklyn Nets owner, he purposely made it hard for the Lakers to even make a deal to get Kyrie. And I don't know how true it is. That's allegedly, but
I ain't gonna give you exactly what you want. My job ain't to help you win the championship. My job is to make my team the best that I can.
But you send him down there to play with Luka?
Would you rather play? If you were a guy, would you rather play with Luka, LeBron, and AD?
But you saying KD to play with Devin Booker and Chris Paul
and
DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah, they like KD. They don't like Kyrie.
Wow.
Kyrie made anti-Semitic statements. Kevin Durant didn't.
Yeah. I guess you got a point. I mean, you got a super point.
Well, he didn't make. I apologize. He did not make anti-Semitic statements. He posted the video of the anti-Semitic film.
Mm-hmm. But he already was
Kanye that made the statements.
He already had a lot going on because I wanted him that didn't play the home games because of the law in New York wouldn't allow him to play, so he didn't really.
But that was the vaccine.
That was because of the vaccine.
But how you can't make nobody take a drug?
That's a fact.
Like he didn't want to put that in his body. It's his choice.
And I actually watched the game last night. He looks a lot more happier with Dallas. I mean, of course, Luka's hurt. Luka's not playing right now. But he looked
one game.
Really
I need to see him. That's a small sample size. I need to see him and Luka together. That's what I need to see because that's what both of them are ball dominant players. Both of them like they have the ball in their hands to make plays. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do without the ball.
Yeah, I agree. Because
a lot of guys I play with, they even in pickup, they like to have the ball in their hands, but when they don't have the ball, they don't really do nothing. They're kind of like just stand there.
Yeah.
And watch. They don't really.
Or they in the way trying to figure out, man, you gonna move? What you gonna do? So yeah. I think that's gonna be I think that's an interesting dynamic with them, with Dallas as well as Phoenix, Lakers too. I mean, Lakers made some interesting moves as well.
Lakers and then threw Westbrook to purgatory. They ain't got rid of Westbrook. He out in Utah. They talking about Utah gonna cut him. Brought D'Angelo Russell back.
What you honestly think? Are you a basketball watcher? What you honestly think is Westbrook's problem? Cause this is a man that averaged a triple double. Like we can't act like Westbrook ain't been that guy.
Westbrook pulled the John Starks, if you ask me. Just fell off out of nowhere. All of a sudden he can't play no more. I don't know dude was a killer. It's like John Starks was a killer. Dunking on Jordan or Horace Grant, which Jordan was on the side. I don't care what nobody say. That's what they say with that narrative. Jordan was on the side. You go look at the video. It was Horace Grant that got dunked on. Jordan was on the side. But anyway, he was in the picture. But John Starks was a killer. He went 0 for 7 in Utah. Went 0 for 7 that one game. After that, he just couldn't play no more.
But do you think Westbrook's play has been intentional?
Nick Anderson missed them free throws in the playoffs in Orlando. All of a sudden, now he can't play no more. He was a killer. I don't know what's up with that. It happens with these guys. I know they just for some reason something clicks, something happens, and they just.
Do you think it was intentional? Do you think Westbrook doing it intentional?
No, it's not intentional. No, he wants to play. He still thinks he can play and he wants to play, but he's just not playing well. For whatever the reason is. I don't know why these guys just fall off a cliff like that, but it happens.
Oh, we seen it with Derrick Rose because he got hurt though.
No. D Rose got hurt. D Rose didn't fall off no cliff. He tore his knees up.
Yeah,
D Rose, and he was still because he put 50 something after that.
So what about John Wall? I mean, John Wall is another one that's.
Shout out to John, to the fam.
John is another one that's just as great as we've seen him be as great as Westbrook in moments. But
yeah, John's a killer.
Now it's like
injuries. Hey, the war of attrition is rarely won. So I mean, that's our bodies aren't made to play sports.
Yeah,
so once you playing in sports, you only got so many jumps in your body. You doing all this jumping up and down and running and all that. Then you know what I'm saying. Eventually, everybody's body responds different. So
Yeah, I can go with that. But I think I think that it's gonna be real interesting to see how this season play out and how the next few years is gonna play out. I don't know who's gonna win the West. Now the West up in there for everybody. Anybody get a piece of this.
Phoenix is definitely the favorite.
Yeah, we know who won't. We know Brian. Shout out to Brian for breaking the record. We know the Lakers won't. The Lakers won't be in the number, but somebody gonna be there.
Y'all with this record.
Come on, man. You gotta pay homage to him. Got to. I just seen something the other day.
Bro.
And I was so excited about coming to Straight No Chase because I know you done been on my platform. I know how you feel about this record and all this stuff, but you gotta respect him because he's probably one of the only players that had to endure the pressure of coming in out of high school to be. He came out of high school with the pressure of the world on his shoulders. I mean, he did.
So he didn't put that pressure on himself, huh?
I mean, he did, but he's lived up to it, bro.
He did. He lived everything. Up to it. He's exceeded.
And this is coming from somebody that's never really liked LeBron James.
He's exceeding expectations.
Yeah, I never really liked LeBron James, but I have to sit back and admire what he's added to the game of basketball because this is a kid that just.
What has he added to the game?
A kid from Akron, man. Come on, man. Kareem's record. But speaking of Kareem's record. I just had a conversation with my brother the other day about this. If Kareem would have been playing in today's NBA, he would have not seen that many points simply because the big man in the NBA this day and age don't get that kind of love, bro.
Bro, are you insane?
No, I'm serious. Name one big man in the league right now. Listen, I'm looking dead here. Straight no chase. Name one big man in the league right now that's getting that amount of love other than the Joker.
Joel Embiid.
And him. Who else?
I've named two, first of all.
Okay,
and so that doesn't
what you talking about. You talking about a guy
and neither one of them are Lou Alcindor. Are you insane?
No, but I get that. But what I'm saying is, in today's NBA,
bro, it would be Lou Alcindor would be dunking on everybody. There's nothing they can do.
Let me finish my point. In today's NBA, what we see is,
and that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's.
It's a guard. I said
respect
that. And that's no disrespect.
His original name before he changed it was Lou Alcindor.
That's no disrespect to Kareem. No disrespect to Kareem. But what I'm saying is, the point that I'm trying to make is that the NBA of today is guard forward heavy. It's guard forward heavy. Most of the stars that's on the All-Star team are guards.
So who's going to guard him then?
Huh?
So who's going to guard him then?
I mean, name the last dominant center we seen in the league. After Shaq. Last dominant center, it was Kareem, then Shaq. Who was next? Who's next?
You're not understanding what I'm saying. You're missing the whole point.
I get it that they can't guard him.
You keep talking about these guys who are way less talented than him.
I don't think he'd have been. I don't think he'd have got.
You keep talking about these guys that weren't as good as him. Okay, he was way better than these guys you're talking about that played after Shaq. They were nowhere near Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was.
That's my.
So if Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played today, there would be nobody that could stop him. He would score as many points as he wanted to score. Nobody would be guard him at all.
I just want to say on record on Straight No Chase, that's my opinion. I'm sticking with that.
That's insane because there's nobody. Look at LeBron dominates in the paint now.
I mean, yeah, but there's all the big men are playing. I'm talking about scoring. I'm not talking about how good he was, bro. I'm talking about scoring 38,000 points in his position.
He's gonna score every time down the floor. How gonna stop him?
The big man ain't even playing post plays no more. He out at the 3-point line
because they can't play. They don't know how to post up.
Exactly.
He could.
Exactly.
He can. What are you talking about? He has the most unstoppable move in the game.
But the game is a lot faster than it was then.
Bro, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is going to kill in the league. I don't know what you're talking about. And again, if he's on the floor, he's not going to be fast. They're going to go through him. And you can't go so fast. Who's going to stop him? He's going to dunk the ball every time.
That's my opinion, man.
Yeah, that's insane. You crazy. That's like saying, like y'all saying, Michael Jordan wouldn't kill now like he did.
That's my opinion.
And we got guys, and it looks like y'all say guys in the 80s and the 90s, like George Gervin wouldn't kill now. When these guys kill with hand check, we had to play with your back to the basket. Now you get to play with your shoulders facing the basket, and they're not gonna kill. Come on, man.
Once he broke the record, I mean, I was looking at Twitter, man. Once he broke the record, people were saying go.
First of all, we're 13th in the West.
Yeah, it's a fact. And they lost.
And on top of it, I ain't get to that part. Now we're just getting beat by OKC. Who played for OKC?
The Alexander kid.
You don't even know his name. And name somebody else.
Don't matter.
We getting beat by them. Okay. And y'all gonna stop the game with 40 something seconds left in third quarter to celebrate him making his bucket. And we losing the game and lost the game and we 13th in the West. But he don't care. He wasn't worried about the record, right? It didn't really mean nothing to him. You know what I mean? Whatever, like he was saying, right?
I mean, he cared, of course.
He was in tears. Yeah, he cared.
How much he finished with? He finished with 36 that night, didn't he? That's all he needed.
37, 38.
All he needed was that to pass. I mean, that's all he really needed.
So we didn't need to win the game, huh?
I guess at the point right now, I think LeBron finally realized that they can't make they can't make the playoffs, and I think he knows that. I think he's just trying to get through this season so they can make the adjustments they need to make for next season. I mean, they made some good moves today by bringing Buddy back. They brought D'Angelo Russell back. That should have happened. Like he's an effective 3-point shooter. I feel like that was a good move, and they brought another cat out.
He's done so much everywhere else, huh?
Still so much. But that Jesse boy, he's done so much.
I'm asking now. He's an effective 3-point shooter. They bring him back. Why we bring him back? Where's he killed it? Where was he killing it? He was killing in Minnesota. No.
I mean, but he's a shooter that they need. He's better than Westbrook. Would you rather have him or Westbrook playing how he playing? Look at it. See that fade? Who you out playing how Westbrook playing? Who would you rather have?
Westbrook does a lot of other things.
Pick your poison. I mean, what I do not like is what I find funny is the Pat Beverly.
And
that was interesting.
And Pat Beverly would
trade it.
He should have been. What we need him for?
I mean,
I like your podcast, Pat, but I mean,
defensive side of things. Man.
He been getting killed. What are you talking about, man? He got killed last night by old buddy. And he was running around talking trash like old buddy wasn't laying him up and killing him.
I'm just trying to see it how Jenny Buss see it. That's how I'm trying to see it. See the scenario. That's all.
Westbrook told y'all a long time ago about Pat Beverly. He runs around and makes a lot of noise. He don't really guard nobody. Look at his number. Look at the guys. They score on him.
Since you said making a lot of noise, and this was another question that I was going to ask you when I seen you anyway. What you feel about the Memphis and the noise? Some of the noise has been good. And let's be honest, some of it ain't been so good. They've kind of been deemed the bullies of the league because they keep fighting themselves for these situations. Like everybody
said, they doing a lot of talking and they ain't won nothing yet. When? You can talk.
I just seen a statistic that said that ever since Ja made the statement, we ain't worried about the West, they ain't even been over 500.
And the West has got a lot of serious. I bet they worry about the West now.
Yeah, sometimes you got no one to be quiet. And they ain't knocking his game. I love
what Kenny Rogers said, you got no one to hold him when to fold.
That's a Fendi fact. I do think that they're a great team, a great young team, but they gotta calm down. You know what I mean, like Uncle Shay said, you can talk all day, but you gotta win the ball game, man. You gotta play the game.
You gotta win. What Nicky say? It's about plaques.
Absolutely.
You get all that. Yeah, it's cool. LeBron's all leading score, but we are terrible. We shouldn't be. We got two of the best players in the league, whatever you want to call it.
Well, what you think about AD though? They put a picture up on everywhere where the celebration was going on.
He's sick of losing.
He was sitting on the bench.
He like everybody else. Y'all celebrating this and we getting killed. Like, what are we doing? We're here to win.
I see the post said it's always that one.
Yeah, they go saying that. I'm like, he's sick of losing. And people saying it's his fault because of injuries, but we're like, just like what's going on in Brooklyn. We don't know the intricacies of what's going on over there. In-house. You know what I mean? We know he's missing games, he's supposed to be injured. We don't know if he's really injured or if he's just missing these games because of internal stuff, whatever. We don't know.
Yeah, it might be low management. We don't know what's going on.
He might, you know what I'm saying, have issues with I don't want to play or whatever, you know, it was this one or that one, you know, whatever. You know, a lot of that goes on. Just like I was telling my young boy, shout out to Titus, he just made Stingers too. Well, he's going to training camp. Shout out to the Fed with Stingers too. Going to training camp. I was just telling him, like, you know what I'm saying, when you get in the league and then you start playing pro ball and stuff like that, a lot of times it be incentives and stuff, and it be stuff in them contracts where certain stuff got to happen. Yeah, this one got to get this many, Kobe got to get this many shots, RIP, or Jordan got to get this many shots, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's already mandated out a lot of times. You know what I'm saying?
So you a Lakers fan?
Absolutely. Since '89.
Who you think is the greatest Laker?
Kobe.
I like that. See, I would have gave the same answer. But I said that one time in the man, you talking crazy, man, Magic, man, Magic.
But I didn't grow up in the Magic era. I was born 85, and I started liking the team. I started liking the Lakers in 89. So, you know what I mean? I was kind of on the back end of the Magic era. Now I've watched all the YouTube and all the highlights and all that. But I watched Kobe from the day he walked through the door.
And that's how I feel like when you do that GOAT talk about players, like I feel like that GOAT talk is really, it's up for perception simply because everybody will say, Pete Maverick was the GOAT. I never seen Pete play. I had to watch him on YouTube.
44 game in college with no 3-point line.
He would be a GOAT, but I'm talking about as far as me. I can't come in a conversation with you, Jesse, and tell you, man, y'all remember that game Pete scored this right here? I never seen it.
He was a bad boy.
He was nice. But to me, the GOAT will always be Kobe Bryant. I feel like after Jordan, it's Kobe. A lot of people say it's LeBron, Jordan, then Kobe, then Kareem, and then Magic. But I got to put Kobe in that conversation because he's a killer. He was a killer, just like Michael Jordan was a killer.
Well, Kareem lost 2 games in high school. Mm-hmm. I think he lost like 1 or 2 in college. He won the championship every year, 3 years. Freshman year he couldn't play, and the freshman team beat the team that won the championship that year. Mm-hmm. And then he won 6 championships in the league. So he may be the greatest basketball player to ever live. Yeah. Not NBA, but just as far as basketball period.
Yeah.
Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a bad boy. I'm telling you. Like you're younger and we're younger. Obviously, we don't realize, but yeah, trust me. If he played today,
I was asking
it would be incredible.
I asked mine. We were talking about LeBron breaking Kareem record. She was like, Lord, Lou Alcindor. If I was my little cousin, like. They said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They didn't say Lou Alcindor. Who you talking about?
See, Grandma knows the deal.
You had to break him down like, he changed his name. Break him down.
See, and Lou Alcindor was a different type. Was a different type player. Kareem. When y'all think Kareem, y'all think skyhook. No, they eliminated dunking from college basketball because of Lou Alcindor. Yeah, you could because he was dunking on everybody so much. They eliminated. It made it illegal. It was a violation for him to dunk.
So do you think it would have been disrespectful? Because they said he was trying it in the warm-up. Do you think it would have been disrespectful if Bron would have did the sky hook?
Nah, he was paying homage.
To break the record.
Yeah, that's showing love, paying homage. I'm breaking on the sky hook on you, He hit one from 3-point line they was all raving about.
Yeah, that was real interesting. Like that basketball talk is sort of be like who the greatest is sort of like the rap thing. I'm pretty sure you've seen the top 10 of
Rakim's the greatest rapper of all time.
They say number 1 with Hov.
Shout out to the guy.
Billboard and Vibe magazine put out that the greatest rappers.
When has Jay-Z ever ran rap?
They got him number 1.
I'm asking you a question. When you the DJ, you the radio guy. When was he ever the top rapper in the game?
To me, I feel like he's top. He'd be in my top 10.
You're skipping my question. That's not what I asked you. He's
a
great rapper.
When he's ever ran.
He's a great rapper.
Late 90s, early 2000s.
When was he the best rapper in the game? DMX was the best rapper in the game in the late 90s.
Early 2000s, then.
50 Cent was the best rapper in the game then. Huh? Look at the numbers.
Oh, Lord, you
look at the Get Rich or Die Trying numbers.
I'm talking about, number-wise, but we talking about far as, they're talking about greatest lyricists, like rappers. 50 was not a great lyricist.
That's his opinion. Yeah. We're talking, 50 had balls, don't do that.
Not more than Jay.
Don't do that. First of all, Jay regurgitates and uses other rhymes. Shout out to Jay. I'm not trying to hate. But
you didn't hear the goddamn verse?
This is in this GOAT conversation now, which a lot of people do use other rhymes or whatever, and cut rhymes up and stuff like that. So I'm not saying that should be held against him. But I'm just saying the numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, he was number 1, but I'm going to tell you what I think was the weirdest thing, that they had Snoop at number 9. So you mean to tell me, and Nicki Minaj was number 10, Drake was like number 8, I think Lil Wayne was somewhere in there in that 6, 7 spot, Nas was like number 3, Eminem was in there, and I was like, I just feel like Nicki probably should be higher. I think Nicki is a great lyricist, she's a great artist. So
you had a problem with Snoop being there?
Yeah, because Snoop, so you look at Snoop as a lyricist.
Are you insane? How old are you, D?
Busta Rhymes ain't in your lyricist?
First of all, don't you do that.
Busta ain't even in the numbers.
Don't you dare do that.
Like, come on, man.
Don't you do that. Nah, what? But first of all, his name alone is the dopest rap name ever.
So why he ain't in the
Busta
top 10?
Rhymes.
So who would you rather have, Snoop Dogg or Busta? You know Snoop shouldn't be there, man. Let's be real. Not in the top 10 of the greatest lyricists. Over Busta?
Snoop was the biggest rapper in the world in the early 90s. Are you crazy? Doggy Style?
Over Busta. We talking about lyricists. That's what they were basing it on.
And yes, lyrics.
That's tough. That's tough.
Snoop was one of the best lyrics. Are you crazy?
That's tough. I really had a hard time with them putting Biggie at number 6.
Y'all better stop thinking about Martha Stewart and Snoop in their show or whatever. Y'all better think into the real.
But I had a hard time with them putting Biggie at 6 or 5 somewhere simply because Big and Pop, like, nobody painted a picture better than Biggie. You could literally close your eyes and put on Ready to Die and see everything Biggie talking about.
So you want him higher than that, you saying?
Yeah, he got to be. I mean, he got to be.
He had 2 albums.
I mean, but listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, but it's a small sample size.
Lil Wayne, I feel like he should have
That
been
third
higher.
one might have been whack. We don't know.
Drake, feel like he should
I don't think it would have been, but hey, we don't know.
It was just interesting. Like, it was just in like Snoop.
But those little lists be, first of all, it'd be young people doing them lists
But
a
it's
lot
on
of
the
times.
Billboard magazine. That Billboard didn't put that out.
Bro, there's some young intern that did this list for Billboard. You think the big wigs are putting out who is the greatest rapper of all time list?
Like, they were putting out for, I know why they done it, of course, because it's just the 50 year of celebrating hip hop. Same thing they did at the Grammys with the big performance at the 50 for 50 years of hip hop. But I just felt like that.
That's just like with the Grammys. Beyonce has never won album of the year. You think that's right?
I don't know.
She broke the record for winning the most, I think, or something like that. But she's never won album of the year.
The same thing I told one of my friends. We love B. Of course, we love B. That's our culture. But for Beyonce, there's also a Taylor Swift.
So you think Taylor Swift album was better than Beyonce's?
No. See where I'm going with this. Taylor Swift's
I think
numbers.
Adele beat her out one day. I like Adele, but Adele album was better than her.
Men lie numbers, men lie, women lie, the numbers don't. Taylor Swift is one of the most streamingest artists in the world over Beyonce. Like, they broke Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster had to redo how they sell their tickets for the Renaissance tour because Taylor Swift's concert broke the website. They had to they got fined and all kind of stuff for that. So it's just like, I think that.
And so you think she's bigger? Taylor Swift's bigger than Beyonce? You saying?
Nah, you trying to bait me. You bait me.
Hey, that's what you're saying. I want to be clear.
Let me just say it like that.
I want to be clear.
I think artistry
for the clip. I want to be clear.
I think artistry wise, Beyonce is amazing, but I think that sometimes when we do artistry wise, and this is because I'm in radio, you got to open your ears and see the other culture, so I can understand why.
I listen to all music. But go ahead.
I can understand why Harry Styles won album of the year. I can understand that. Now, did I like it? No, I wanted Beyonce. Looks like everybody else did, but I can understand why he won it because the Grammys is only petitioned by the Academy, so the Academy is voting for this, not the people. It's what the Academy like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of those awards that we get, and that's probably why bro don't really come to the Grammys like that much. Like, you don't really see Drake there. You rarely see Cole at the Grammys. They just ain't popping up at the Grammys because they know how the system works. It's voted upon those categories. Like, Beyonce won what? Electronic pop album of the year. That's what she got the Grammy for. And the song Cuffin.
Went crazy on TikTok.
Yeah.
The dances.
So with those numbers, that alone should have got her album of the year.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
But you saying Taylor Swift's bigger than her?
But I'm just saying the numbers show on the numbers and research that Taylor Swift is the most streaming artist, as well as Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's one of the biggest artists in the world.
Yeah, Bad Bunny be killing.
Yeah,
and he be everywhere
one
too.
of the biggest artists in the
he
world.
be at all the games and everything, chilling.
Yeah, so I think like it's a subjective to opinion of what you like. I guess like Taylor Swift's concerts are sold out everywhere. I'm sure Beyonce's will be sold out everywhere.
You see the ticket prices?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But see, they releasing the tickets.
It's $600 for the nosebleeds.
Yeah, they releasing tickets.
I gotta have tissue like this. I can't even see the show.
That's like
they releasing tickets. What?
They releasing tickets. They giving the pre-sale tickets are going in codes, and they releasing them by your date. So the first tickets that if you go into the show in Atlanta, tickets already been released to you. The pre-sales already been released to you. Charlotte don't get their release until the 19th, and they done that because of what happened with Taylor Swift and Ticketmaster. You remember Taylor Swift? Ticketmaster went crazy with them Taylor Swift tickets. Now, can I name one Taylor Swift song? I know what they say. I know when I hear her singing, but I can't go off the top of my head just singing no Taylor Swift.
So you think this concert is worth $3,000 and $4,000? You pay that to go to a concert?
I'm not paying to go no concert. I don't pay to go on concert. Come on, Jesse. We have.
No doubt, but I'm not paying that.
Yeah, I'm not paying to go no concert.
Whoa.
And this is my word. Like I've probably been, and this is a true fact about me. I've probably been maybe to 5 concerts on my hand that I wasn't working at, and I'm pretty sure that you had to. Cause of course, you go and grab content, but I just don't go to concerts just to sit in the crowd and just look at. And that's not being arrogant or anything.
A lot of times if you see me, I'm working.
That's just not who I am. Like I'd rather be at home reading the book, watching the game, playing 2K. I don't gotta be in the crowd trying to excuse me, bro. Let me get past you. I don't want to do all that, bro. That's just not what I want to do. But would I pay? No. I send my girlfriend to a situation like that. I mean, that's a
So
woman.
you pay $3,000 for her to go see Beyonce?
Nah, you know we ain't gonna pay that. We gonna talk to a record label or something, man. We gonna find a Vic know how it go. We ain't gonna do that now. But I mean, a Beyonce concert is an experience that you can't. Some things you just gotta experience. Like Dreamville Fest, first year, that was an experience you had to be.
Had to be there.
You had to be there, and it's crazy because like you were there. We talk about it. But it's hard for me to talk to a man about Dreamville Fest that's never been.
Yeah.
Now I got to tell you, man, the art, man, what the art look like, man, it was just.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah,
and
like,
the people that's there is crazy too. It's like, yo,
like,
that one there, on that stage,
I come
that
back home
stage.
like, yo, bro had a Ferris wheel in the middle of the jump. Man, he had no Ferris wheel. Yeah, he did, man.
Yeah,
It had
Ferris
colors.
wheel.
It was spinning around.
Yo, he had Lil Wayne and T out there. What? And Jeezy and Drummer. What? Yeah. Then they had Wiz Khalifa on this one. What? Yeah. Crazy.
Man, somebody told me, man, I wouldn't want to go because, man, Carolina and Duke was playing that night. I gave my ticket up. Food, they had a whole screen where you can go down there and watch the game. You want to watch the game. Like, there was no reason. It was a paradise. But it was a paradise simply because, like most festivals, everybody was there to see. Everybody, that's the beautiful thing about it. Everybody there for one thing. Good music, good food, conversation.
That's it. What you think about this Michael Williams Jr. and Adrian Bronner fight coming up?
Shout out to Mike, man. I had the opportunity to work with Mike on. We were giving away turkeys at Club Halo, and me and him chopped it up. And one of my homeboys in his camp. I think Mike is. I think that's what Mike need, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of times in our small areas, talent don't really get seen like they need to get seen. And I'm with it. Whether he win or lose, I'm cheering bro on because that's hometown, and they need to see it. Like he's a talented boxer. I know he went up to New York. But I believe he wasn't in the right weight class when he went up to New York. I think I watched your podcast. He wasn't in the right weight class. But I think this here would definitely put him in the conversations with other opportunities. So I'm super excited for him. Like I said, win or lose, like cheering bro on.
We gonna rock with him, hey. We Team Williams, baby, all day long.
For sure.
Let everybody know they can follow you, they can find you and support you at my G.
Absolutely, man. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook at Dowdy, all platforms. And like I tell you, bro, when I came in, bro, I'm super duper excited for you. This right here is super amazing. You on Fox TV right now. Y'all mark my word, man. Y'all gonna cut on MTV. They might have to bring back 106 and Park for Jesse Mitchell, man.
Hey, I'm BT. I'm available, baby. I let her come to the home team, baby.
TRL,
reach out.
You never know, bro.
You know, you can follow us on all platforms. Straight No Chase, STRAIT, No Chase. Hey, if you got to put with Jesse Mitchell, hey, you know the deal. I am the innovator, the emancipator, the originator. Jesse Mitchell, this has been Straight No Chase, your #1 podcast coming out of the Carolinas. Coming to a living room near you. Stay tuned.